Here we go. Infowars.com. Wars with a Z.
So much in the news, so much on the TikTok. It's Infowars.com.
Just another day on the front line. Wars to apologize.
Wars with a Z.com. My name is Alex Bones. This is Jimmy. I'm Jimmy. And we do a show where we stitch the videos that Jimmy sends me. And we tell you what's real, what's not real, what's good, what's not good, what's fake, and what's not fake. And we do it 1 to 7 days a week. 7 days a week right here. Get it where you ever get your frickin' podcast. Yeah, info-wars with a Z.com. And we'll kick it off with a really good video. We'll find out what is going on in the news. Jimmy, inform us.
First off, the Trump tariffs. Trump signed a memorandum asking for a 25% tax to be put on all goods coming from Canada and Mexico.
Right, because that's the right thing to do.
And a 10% tariff put on everything coming from China.
China.
He can't just do that. He has to have a reason, and he has to have congressional approval.
You know what? He did it.
So what started as a very tough guy, I'm going to put a 25% tariff on everything, by late last night had dwindled down to, well, let's try a 25% tariff on some stuff, but maybe not like pharmaceuticals and maybe not oil. And then today, the day that it was supposed to go into effect, it's just kind of been floating in limbo all day.
It's going to happen. Sit back and wait.
Trump to be able to control what the tariff and taxes are without the approval of Congress, he would have to invoke this thing called the International Emergency Economic Powers Act.
Which he's going to.
He would have to declare a state of national economic emergency.
Which it is. Have you been to the store lately?
And then be able to invoke this. And then, yes, he could do more with the tariffs more directly.
Have you seen the gas pumps? Have you seen the price of eggs? Yes, we are in an emergency.
Last guy to do that is President Nixon.
You can't go to President Nixon because he's not around no more. Yeah, I think he's dead.
So really nothing's going to happen until one of two things happen. Either he invokes IEPA or Congress says, yeah, we're good with those tariffs. And I'm not sure that Congress members are going to approve tariffs like that when they're up for re-election every 2 years. So for right now, it's a big threat. It would be a huge economic issue. It causes a lot of problems with our allies in Mexico and Canada.
They're going to give us more money.
Certainly.
And we'll have more money.
It would make things really expensive. We get like 47% of our fuel from Canada, and we get 60% of...
Yeah, but we're going to drill in our own country, so it's going to go down.
From Mexico. But
it's just avocados from Mexico. See?
Avocados from Mexico.
Yeah, that's really the only thing we get from Mexico.
What do I know?
And cocaine and all the drugs. So those will cost more.
Doing crazy.
That's fine.
These stuff, I'm just telling you about where we're at right now with it.
Yeah, it's the tariffs going on right now. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. We'll be good. We'll make more money. More companies will make stuff in America, and we'll be richer. You'll see.
This one is what I'm actually most concerned with. Late last night, Scott Bessent, who is the newly minted Secretary of the Treasury, gave Elon Musk and the Muskrats access to the Treasury Department's payment system. I don't know who these aides and associates of Elon Musk are, but I do know that Elon could not get the security clearance that he wanted to be able to do this work. So Scott Bessent is sort of letting him in the back door. We don't know what he rigged up to the computers in the Treasury Department. We don't know what he's hacked into. We have no idea what his plan
Don't worry, he's got a lot of money.
Is right now.
He doesn't need our money. He's not going to steal your money.
All we know is that
He's got $400 billion and rockets.
And the Muskrats have access to the
and Teslas.
Treasury Department.
He's fine. Don't worry about it.
Payment system. Senator Ron Wyden told the New York Times, to put it bluntly, these payment systems simply cannot fail, and any politically motivated meddling in
he's going to make them better.
Them risks severe damage to our country and the economy.
He's fine. Hey, when's the last time a rocket fell out of the sky? It doesn't. When's the last time a Tesla didn't start? It doesn't.
Good reason why
so don't worry about it. He's good.
Operators who have demonstrated
he's very smart. Go to X. He'll tell you.
That a blatant disregard for the law would need access to these sensitive mission critical systems.
He's going to hook X into it. Then X is going to tell us things. And then he's got a whole plan. Trust me. He's working on this app. It's called the Everything app. That means he's going to have everything. So he needs to get into this because he's working on the Everything app. Don't worry about it. Get right on it. Keep us updated. Next.
I just saw a video from a woman. I will go ahead and put her username up right now.
Her name is @Jesus.led. Jesus, Jesus.
I know how to spell Jesus.
Well, how do you spell lead, Jimmy?
Lead.
Well, that's not how she spelled it. She spelled it @Jesus.led. Lead. So @Jesus.led. There you go.
She made it very clear that she is not a prophet.
She's not a future seer. She's a Christian
who believes in Jesus and believes that
you can believe in Jesus and be a future seer.
God speaks to her. I wrote down as much as I could. What she's saying is scary, a little crazy.
A lot crazy.
I'm not saying I believe her.
And I think you're a lot crazy, too.
I'm not saying I don't believe her. I'm just simply...
You know, Jimmy, this girl has got really long fingernails, kind of like a huge cat, like really long, sharp fingernails. How does she wipe her butt?
Yeah, I wonder that all the time, too. How do you not scratch your butt when you get in and wipe the butt? And how do you type on the Instagram and the TikTok? How do you type? Why do you have nails that long? Guys really don't want to see nails that long. No guy wants nails long. They want just regular fingernails. Why do you have to have long, straight fingernails that look like Wolverine? She looks like Wolverine. Why guys don't like that?
I've never met a guy who said, Wolverine is hot to me. He turns me on.
And telling you what she said. She was driving home from dropping her kids off at school.
It is a dream.
And God showed her North Carolina.
I see North Carolina every day. God shows it to me when I walk outside.
Yeah, Jimmy lives there. So Jimmy sees it when he goes outside.
She said specifically North Hills, North Carolina. Now, I don't know if that's a town. She said it's
not a town. There's lots of hills.
Had no clue anything about
it's Asheville,
North Carolina,
probably. Yeah.
But that's what he showed her.
Okay.
She also made it very clear that she was not trying to fearmonger either. That's not the reason why she made this video.
Yeah, we know she's not a future seer. What'd she see?
She believes that the Holy Spirit was speaking to her, and she was told to stop what she was doing and make this video.
Okay.
She described an event that is happening or will be happening in North Carolina. She said it looked like meteors in the sky, but it wasn't.
Well, those cheeseburgers were only the beginning because a breakfast system is on its way to Swallow Falls. My forecast? Sunny. Side up.
She said it resembled like big fireballs coming down.
Oh, no. It's the UFOs.
From the sky. And what she saw was...
And the UFOs are coming to North Carolina, and that's where I live, and oh, God, we don't need that in North Carolina. We got enough problems in North Carolina. We got hurricanes, and we have cold weather sometimes, for a day or so. We don't need that. Last night we had a big parade in downtown Charlotte. We don't need fireballs coming from the sky,
down
too.
And hitting a water tower in North Carolina.
Oh, no.
In
water
the
tower.
North Hills.
Not like anyone's ever died falling off the water tower.
Of North Carolina.
All right.
She said she specifically heard the word desolate. That word came to mind.
Activate the desolator.
She said because they hit the water tower, there's going to be a shortage of water.
No.
Also said that if you're on the rooftops, it isn't going to help your situation. She said you would think to go up higher, but that won't help whatever is going on. And she saw underneath the water and the flooding, the earth shaking and it creating like sinkholes.
Check. Big sinkhole.
She saw water filling the streets. And again, she said that God stopped her. The Holy Spirit stopped her from making her breakfast to make this video.
What kind of breakfast?
So again, go to
Was she making Lucky Charms?
her account, go watch her original video.
I don't want to.
Again, I don't know what to think. I'm just basically telling you what she said.
All right, then why didn't you just say, hey, go to her video and she will tell you, why do you have to say, you got to watch my video? I'm going to tell you what she said. Oh.
Isn't that what we're doing, sir? We're watching her video, who watched her video, and telling you what her video said about her video.
It's a good point. I got nothing to say about that, Jimmy. Yeah, we're watching her video, talking about her video, talking about, okay, North Carolina next.
Here's some things that my soon-to-be ex-husband used to do that I didn't realize wasn't normal until after I left.
Okay, so she now realized things her ex-husband did before she left.
You got to explain everything that they explain. Why can't you just let them say it and just go on? You're wasting too much time.
Jimmy, I can waste all the time I want to. This is my show. If I want to speak for 14 hours, I can speak for 14 hours. You just got to let me do the show the way I'm supposed to do the show. I've been doing this show for 30 years. I know how to do the damn show.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help.
You're not my program director. You're not my general manager. You're an intern. You don't tell me how to do the show. You give me videos and then I do the show. Then you watch me do the show. So maybe one day you can have a show like this. But right now, you can't even learn how to talk into a microphone. So you're not going to get a show until you actually learn how to talk into a microphone. You just bring me videos. So you just sit there and watch me. And I'm going to show you how to do a show like this.
Okay, I mean, you are number one, but it's only because you're number one because I'm on the show. If I wasn't on the show, you'd be like number 945.
Probably.
The Wi-Fi guy came to install our internet. He made me FaceTime him the entire time because he said that I might try and sleep with him. And then
he can sleep with the Wi-Fi guy.
He's still accusing me of sleeping with him, saying that I could have slept with him before I called him or after I hung up the phone.
Okay, so when the Wi-Fi guy comes over, you FaceTime me the whole time because I don't trust you with the Wi-Fi guy. And then when the Wi-Fi guy leaves and she's been on FaceTime the whole time, he said, I know you screwed him. You screwed the Wi-Fi guy. I know you did.
Didn't tell me happy birthday until right before I fell asleep.
He forgot.
On my birthday.
Guys have lots on their mind. I mean, we think about all kinds of things. We forgot. Sorry.
To learn something.
Watch the movie 16 Candles. Whole family forgot to tell the chick that it was her birthday. So get over yourself.
They f***ing forgot my birthday.
Gaslit and manipulated me into not having a job and said, I just want you to be a stay-at-home wife. And then when like money problems would come up or any kind of issue with me would come up, he would complain about how I didn't have a job and how I'm just...
Well, that's what guys do. Guys say, honey, I don't want you to work. I want you to stay home. I want you to cook, clean, be a good housewife. But I also want you to make money, so figure out how to do that. That's what he's telling you. Go online, do TikToks and make money. Do it from home. That's basically what he's telling you. He wants you to bring money in somehow. Sell your wares online. He doesn't want you to have a real job. He just wants you to bring money in. Do you not understand that?
You off with him. Only came home and ate dinner with me maybe twice a week because he was at his parents' or his brother's house.
Yeah, it was.
He did not give me a Christmas present, but instead he gave me his debit card and said, don't know what you want. You got $50. Go get yourself something nice.
Yeah, there you go. Buy a pretty dress.
Complained and told me that I was folding his clothes wrong.
Probably were.
When he never, ever did laundry, wash clothes, nothing.
You know why?
Why did he never wash the clothes? Did he not know how to wash the clothes? I mean, it's not that hard. You just put them in and you take them out. You put them in the dryer and you take them out.
No, he wanted her to do the clothes because he worked for a living. She didn't work for a living. So at least she could do the laundry and learn how to fold it correct.
He told me over a year after we'd been married and I was pregnant that he wanted multiple wives and that he was upset that I was upset about it. Got pissed.
What kind of guy did you marry?
When my parents bought us groceries one time. Told me that he didn't believe that our son was his son. And when I said get a paternity test,
it's probably the Wi-Fi guy.
He said, I don't even want to because it could be so close to my brother's DNA that you probably slept with that it
right. Use my or the Wi-Fi
say that
guy.
It was mine, and I would still never know. When the electricity went out on 2 of our rooms, including a bathroom, and our wash machine was broken, and I tried to get him to fix it for about 9 months, he told me that I should have been more grateful and that it was a test to me because people back in the olden days didn't have that kind of stuff, so I should have just been grateful that I had it in the first place, even if it was broken. Okay, that's all for now. Bye.
You know what? The guy was a douche. I'm making jokes because that's what I do is I joke and I take the guy's side all the time because I never take the woman's side because the woman's never right and the guy's always right. But this guy was king douche. So if you married him, you knew what you were getting into. He was an asshole and you said, I do. Your fault. Okay, that's not a joke. That's for real.
Yeah, I mean, did she not date the guy before she went out with him? And you should ask the guy when you're going out. You want more than one wife? Do you like electricity? Do you want me to work? I mean, there's all these questions that you should ask before you get married, not after you get married.
See, even Jimmy knows. And Jimmy's never had a girlfriend for what, longer than
a week and a half.
Longer than a week and a half. So Jimmy even knows, okay? So you're dumb because you married a douche, and now you're complaining about said douche because you married the douche. You shouldn't have married the douche. Next.
Man, Vegas is wild, y'all. I'm here in Vegas celebrating my birthday weekend.
Lucky.
Last night, I was down at the bar in one of the casino bar areas, and I was watching the ladies of the night, we'll call it.
Hookers.
Dang.
Because it's like legal here, right? And you could tell pretty quickly like who they are just by like watching them.
Then you should have sold your wares on the street too.
But what was so interesting is the way that they like sniffed out men who would actually be interested in like talking to them.
You could tell.
Watching these two women.
It's the liberals.
And they were friends or working together.
Are you liberal?
Whatever.
Come on, let's go on a date.
And they were communicating. They were trying to pick out men at the bar that they thought would be interested. And I could hear them talk about like, oh yeah, I think that guy would be. I saw him like go all in earlier. I saw him bet all this money. Look at his watch. Like they're just like saying all these things. And then they come up to this man and say, hey, are you going to buy us a drink?
Don't knock the game, knock the player, okay? That's the game, and the guy was the player, and he knew what was going on. They knew what was going on. You were just witnessing it. So that's why it's Vegas, and it's fun. There you go.
I love to study human behavior, which is why I have a master's in psychology. I would love to know your thoughts on this. Do you think this is like women taking advantage of men? Do you think like men should know better if they want to or don't want to? Like, what are your thoughts on this?
It's prostitution. It's been around forever. Okay.
Dang.
Breaking news. Next.
They're talking to my ring again, so I guess I have to just sleep with this thing on for the rest of
She's got tinfoil on her head. We know what we're getting into when this girl just put tinfoil on her head.
Because she doesn't want the government reading her brain. And
Jimmy, are you putting tinfoil on your head?
I'm only going to be wearing tinfoil from this point on for the rest of my life.
You are one of them, aren't you? Putting the tinfoil. Okay, what is this woman saying? I'll ask you. I'm not even going to ask you. I don't care. I'm going to ask her.
of my life because I'm scared, you guys, okay? So once again, I get a alert in the middle of the night on my Ring camera that there is motion.
That's how Ring cameras work, is they notify you when there's motion outside, and it's probably a cat or a dog or a squirrel or a fish.
Can't be a fish.
Could be a fish. Could be a fish out there, and it's sea monkey, anything.
I still want to get a sea monkey. I can't find sea monkey.
Not getting you started about the sea monkeys, Jimmy. I'm just talking about this girl. They go off for any reason.
I check it out, only to discover that there is no motion. However, there is a very strange noise trying to communicate through the ring. I plopped it in CapCut, generate captions, and you will see what is being said this time.
Jimmy, she's going to play what it said.
Oh, no, it's aliens, isn't it? I'm making you a tinfoil hat now.
I'm not going to wear a tinfoil hat on my head.
Yes, you are. I'm making it for you, and you're going to wear it all the time because this girl's scaring me, and the aliens and the government is going to come get us. What'd you see?
That was wind. That was... She wrote what it said on the bottom, and it said, "I love you, I miss you so much," and it's not what that was. That was wind. It was a windy night, and it made your ring go off, and now you made Jimmy put tinfoil on his head, and he's making me a tinfoil hat too, because you scared Jimmy, and because you had wind on your ring thing outside. Oh, God, people are insane. What kind of world do we live in? Oh, my God.
Here's your tinfoil hat, sir. I made it just for you, and it should fit your head perfectly.
I'm not wearing that. Get that out of my face.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.